You heard about Bermuda Triangle, but do you know what is drama triangle? Almost every time we interact with another person, we play psychological games. These can be power games with our boss, or maybe a competitive game with our friends. Whatever type of game we are playing, it's usually manipulative and we don't even realize we are doing it. This video exposes the familiar unconscious maneuvers that each one of us does. The drama triangle was first described by Stephen Kapman in 1960s. It's a model of dysfunctional social interactions and illustrates a power game that involves three roles: victim, rescuer, and persecutor. Each role represents a common and ineffective response to conflict. Although all three are roles, and none may be true to who we really are, we can all get caught in a cycle that is hard to escape. The journey around the triangle can be done with the self or another, such as a spouse, child, co-worker, and so on. Most of us are neurologically programmed to play these three roles, and we consciously or unconsciously choose one role given the particular context. Want to play a game? Let us jump right into the video and can see what we can learn. We will walk through the drama journey around this triangle.
Persecutor, it's all your fault. Persecutors are like critical parents who are strict and firm and set boundaries. They tend to think that they must win at any cost. Persecutors blame the victims and criticize the behavior of rescuers without providing appropriate guidance, assistance, or a solution to the problem. They are critical and good at finding fault and control with order and rigidity. They keep the victims oppressed and sometimes can be a bully. Victims often feel victimized, trapped, helpless, and hopeless. They think they are at the mercy of life. They are unwilling to take responsibility for their undesirable circumstances and don't think they have the power to change their lives. Victims assume themselves as powerless or incompetent, and blame on persecutors can be other people or a particular situation. They always seek for rescuers to solve the problem for them. If the victims continue to stay in the dejected stance, it will prevent them from making decisions, solving problems, changing the current state, or sensing any satisfaction or achievement. Victims also have a sneaky interest in validating their problem as being unsolvable. The rescuer in turn seems to want to help the victim, but in fact acts in a way to fulfill his own need to be seen, and he discharges his duty. It's important to qualify here that when we talk about the rescuer in this situation, we do not mean someone such as a firefighter who is dealing with a real emergency. In an honest way, like the clippings you see here. The definition of rescuer in the drama triangle is someone who is play acting as if trying to solve a victim's problems. But in fact, he plans only to make the victim less power, so that he will always expect victim to depend on him. Now that you are aware of the drama triangle and the roles in the triangular setting as seen above, like persecutor, victim, and rescuer, we will go into the game. So, are you a victim, or rescuer, or a persecutor? Well, you are everyone, depending on the circumstances. It is important to point out that the players in the drama triangle may switch roles during a mind game, and if anyone in this triangle changes roles, the other two roles change as well. Note the language like drama, game, roles, switching roles. Yes, it's only the games people play in their daily conversation. We will see the sample of this psychological game being played at home.
Son, Dad, how long I have been asking you to buy a sports bike for me. All my friends are owning and racing, and I am shameful. he is playing persecutor role?
Dad. No. No. You see, my son. Unfortunately, I don't have enough finance, especially after taking this housing loan. Playing victim.
I don't care. You have been dodging with the same lame excuses as always. Still playing persecuting role?
Dad is helpless. Got in a fix. Seeing the drama, mother enters.
In persecuting role?
Dad has just constructed a new house for us by taking a housing loan. And he is not having enough budget. Rescuing husband.
You are always supporting Dad, and actually I am the one suffering in my friend's circle. I am always victimized.
Look at the drama. Now son has taken the role of a victim and he perceives mom is persecuting him to behave properly. Mom, who was the rescuer for her husband, now mother switched her roles into a persecutor. Dad, on seeing the arguments between his wife and son, thought of interfering now.
Dad is addressing his wife. No, this the normal desire for the college-going kids, and I was also dreaming such things when I was young. So don't admonish the son. Now Dad has switched to a role of rescuer for his son.
Encouraged by his dad's support, son now attacks the mom. See, the dad. He always supports me. Now son turned into a persecutor and mom becomes the victim. This is the kind of psychological game everyone playing at all times, whether be at house, office, or any social situations. The only redeeming feature is, sensing the situation, people are willing to change their roles before situation becomes out of control and hot. It helps to defuse the situation and keep the atmosphere cool. But this is only short-lived. This drama will go on, with all switching of roles, catapult and escalate into mutual attacks and bickering. To that extent, it's dysfunctional.
Persecutor or rescuer. A persecutor is someone who puts other people down and belittles them. The stance of the persecutor is it's all your fault. They criticise, blame, set strict limits, can be controlling, arrogant, angry, and generally unpleasant. They assume their position makes them better than others, and that others, by comparison, are not good enough. The life position of the persecutor is I'm okay, you're not okay. The rescuer also offers help from a one-up position. The rescuer believes I have to help all these people because they're not capable of helping themselves. They can use guilt to keep their victims dependent and feel guilty themselves if they are not rescuing somebody. The stance of the victim is poor me. They behave from a one down and not okay position. Victims see themselves as victimised, oppressed, powerless, helpless and hopeless. They are passive and can deny any responsibility for their negative circumstances and deny having the ability to change their circumstances. The victim can generate a lot of control through manipulating others to feel guilty. They are especially good at hooking a person into the rescuer position. Self-pity is a key victim emotion. Each role on the drama triangle involves a discount. So the persecutor discounts others' sense of worth, the rescuer discounts others' ability to think for themselves and to act on their own resources, and the victim discounts their own ability to think and problem solve. The drama triangle destroys relationships. When someone is playing a psychological game, they will start from one of the three positions and switch to another. So the rescuer can become the persecutor can become the victim, and so forth.
What a strange, interesting, insightful and helpful wisdom from games people play, as we have seen in the video. A game is a pattern of behavior usually involving a series of interactions followed by an emotional payoff, mind games, in which people interact through a pattern and predictable series of transactions, which are superficially plausible, that is, they may appear normal to bystanders or even to the people involved, but which usually conceals motives, private pride, and are usually counterproductive. Psychological games we all play with each other is fascinating, as is what you learn about yourself by analyzing which games you tend to revisit regularly. If you liked this, please comment below with your experience. Rich Dad will soon present a show how you can escape from the Bermuda Triangle. I mean drama triangle for a positive payoff. Thanks for watching.